Hey guys, this is Sarah from Leabu, and I have Pat Grant here, and he's going to talk about his cabinets. So I'm going to let him take it from here, and we're going to do a little video here for you. All right, Pat, so tell us a little bit about your company.
Alrighty, just so you know, our company has been around for almost a total in the family for 70 years. Our family started out being a Viking imported hardware distributor for all the Viking sewing machines in the Southwest United States. In the early 60s, we started making cabinets for all of our own dealers. In the 80s and 90s, we were actually making cabinets for other manufacturers and were behind the scenes more. In the late 90s, our kids decided that they wanted to have more of a direct knowledge and experience in dealing with the dealers direct, and that's when we started doing all of our product on a direct basis with dealers. And now we are up to third and fourth generations working in our factory. So with that in mind, give you a little more background about why we don't make the lift mechanisms anymore. We had my grandmother, which would be our great-great-grandmother, who was always an embroiderer by hand. When we got her one of the new machines, she was very frustrated and always trying to embroider by herself without help in using the hoops. So that is when we created back in 1996, putting all the embroidery modules flatbed in all of our cabinets. And what you see today is we progressed to where now we have actually worked it out. Like with this model here, which is the 5200, this top would actually come off and we can change it to the new Solaris or Luminaire. The advantage of that is if you start with a smaller embroidery unit and you want to upgrade, you're not stuck with a cabinet that won't work for you in the future. So that is our whole content and idea of keeping it to where we make it more affordable for the customer to keep growing with the newer machines on the market today.
So Pat, when a customer does that, is that something, do they take the tops off themselves? Is it usable for them?
What we normally do is the top, we call it a retro kit. Top comes off. You can pay us to come out and do it, or their husband can do it, or you can get the dealer to do it. Normally we take back the old tops and we give them a slight credit. So then we can reuse the top for some of the being that it is all real wood, that we can use the material again and redo it, and that helps keep the cost down on the newer tops going in.
So that makes your cabinets pretty unique because no one else can do that.
Correct, and that's how we came up with the name way back when. So in talking more about the cabinets, we now have a rollout system here where we have the command strips so you can use it to hang your hoops. The beauty of this is you can critique this cabinet to fit. One of the advantages of Unique, this cabinet, which is our baby, is 48 inches. We've actually made them 46 inches and got them to work for the customers in their home. We don't like to do that, but that is the availability that we do have. We've had some of the people put a second rollout on this side so that they had so many hoops that they could keep going back and forth.
Because you can never have too many hoops, right?
No, never. The other thing that we created with our 48-inch cabinet was, unfortunately, we had our big monster, which is in the back behind us here, which was a one-piece 72-inch cabinet.
Right.
Trying to get that initially, Gene and I having fun getting those upstairs.
Right, or down the stairs.
We decided to make a two-piece unit, which has become more popular. And interestingly enough, less than 1% of the cabinets that we make today is a 72-inch cabinet.
I can believe that. So much easier to maneuver in your sewing room and your sewing space and get it around.
So the beauty of the two-piece is it's easy to move, all on wheels that are locking casters. The one advantage about our caster is I can actually roll this out in the parking lot and not damage it. So you don't have to be worried about going over thresholds or good carpet pulling them out, because ours is a different system than anybody else's on the open market, and we actually hold the patent for it. What we did do though is we added a tray unit for our chest here. to make it into a one-piece large unit once it got into its own position. Top drawer, which you're going to see, is for a little bit of all your stuff.
Don't tell people our drawers are messy.
But it's a narrow drawer so you can keep everything and you don't lose what you're putting into it. The other beauty about our drawers is that they are full extension, 22-inch drawer guides, and they are on a 200-pound system with the drawers. We also put a 1/4-inch drawer bottom in it. We also are the only ones who do English dovetail, all Baltic birch sanded and lacquered. The beauty of this drawer is we can put 80 spools of embroidery thread in it.
That's a lot of spools, ladies.
We also have dividers for it, and we're coming out with a new inset. Third drawer was designed to be 22 inches deep so that you can put your 20-inch stabilizing material in it. Bottom drawer has been designed to hold all of your embroidery units.
There's your command hooks.
And there's your command hooks and your anti-static piece
Slide.
of material.
Yes.
Now the beauty of this is we're going to start out with this machine being in the sewing mode. This is our filler, and here we have it set up with the accessory tray. The beauty of this comes out. This would go down here where normally your embroidery module is. Your accessory tray comes off.
And just FYI, that accessory tray fits in those drawers as well, ladies. So it's nice to have a home for everything.
Your embroidery module goes on. And the beauty of this is that we are now working in a flatbed operation for quilting. And the big advantage that my grandmother, who is no longer unfortunately with us, she now could lay her whole quilt out, embroider with the support of the hoop on the back of the cabinet so that she would be able to do it by herself. Because before, when it was up in a free arm position, the fabric in that, being a large quilt, was catching on the side of the machine. So it makes it a lot easier. The other beauty about our cabinets are that we have them with a full 2-inch piano hinge on the back. You do not have to crawl underneath it to open the legs.
Because no one wants to do that.
And now we have us a 48-inch deep by 81.5-inch work center. The also beauty option is if you can leave your rear leaf up all the time, we do have storage chests that can fit in and around and behind it.
And the unit that holds the back piece up, sturdy, right? So if they wanted to set...
It is solid wood, screwed together. I've actually had some of our dealers play Caesar at a show, and he laid on the back of it.
All right, so it's strong enough to hold maybe a second machine if they had it?
If they had their granddaughter or grandson coming over, or a friend, and they wanted to sew, and they wanted to go face to face, they would be more than adequate in supporting it. More than once we've gone into dealer stores and they've actually used it as a second work table.
We might do that sometimes around here.
The other beauty about our cabinets are you get a lifetime warranty with them.
So tell them a little more about that. Yep.
That means that in all of our workmanship, drawers, drawer boxes, product working properly, we guarantee it to work. Casters break, we will take care of that for you. We had one instance that we will go over 2 years ago. In fact, you were there at the show in Novi. We had a lady walk up who had one of our cabinets that was 12 years old. She was having a drawer issue. What we did there was we took our 2018 unit and took her 2000 unit out, and we just swapped it out. It was the easiest and the best way because the drawers weren't working properly. So we guarantee our product across the board on that aspect. We can tell when it's our manufacturing defect or somebody's done something to damage the product. But very seldom do we have any issues. So also with that, the beauty of it is, so you know a little bit about our composition of our product, we do not use any particle board or MDF. Everything we do is wood veneers and solid wood. So, you know, since we're up here in Ann Arbor, all of our oak comes out of the upper UP from their oak farms, and it is a clean, clear red oak that the manufacturers are selling to us. And what they do is they have their farms where they regrow. They pull the old stumps up, put new ones. So every 8 years, we're getting new farms coming back in regrowth. All of our veneers are made in the Pacific Northwest. Unfortunately, that presented a big problem this year. When we had all the fires up there, all of the factories were closed, and unfortunately we were shut down for 4 weeks, if not enough with the pandemic going on also. But everything is done, and it's real wood. We trim it with a solid wood trim. So it's easy to replace and to fix. We use a clear acrylic finish that is a catalyst. It will resist water, coffee, your normal food particles, up to 24 hours with no damage. We will be putting out a new warranty card on that. The other new things is we're coming out with 14 new products this upcoming year. Coming out with a new scan and cut cabinet. We're coming out with a new ironing station that is 24 by 60 with drawers and storage on both sides. Yet the top will pop off and it can now become a mini cutting table. And we also have a complete line of products. You can look at our website at uniquesewingfurniture.com, or you can come in and see Sarah, Lisa, or Gene if he's around.
Part-timer.
The part-timer, and get more details and information, and we will be running some specials. Also, we now have our own Facebook page and Instagram page, and they're up daily with new products at all times that we're putting on. And we're constantly trying to reinvent the product for you folks to enjoy more. Because in this world, you guys are doing this for the love of it, not because you have to, so you need to enjoy it properly.
Well, thanks, Pat. It was great to have you, and we are all super excited to see your unique cabinets. We'll do some more stuff with Pat when he has some of his new stuff out. Thanks, guys.